As Starz' most popular series, Outlander, nears its end with Season 8, the network has decided they aren't just done yet with the Jamie Fraser and Claire Beauchamp saga. In January 2023, the network ordered a new spin-off prequel series, Outlander Blood of My Blood, based on the characters and world-building already outlined in Diana Gabaldon's novels. The series follows the parents of Jamie and Claire and their respective love stories in both 18th century Scotland and World War I era England. Much of the creative team behind Outlander continues with Blood of My Blood. Matthew B. Roberts, the current co-showrunner of the main series, wrote and oversees the prequel. "We're thrilled to be telling the stories of these two couples," said Roberts. "The origins of their relationships explore universal themes that transcend time periods, and we're so excited for fans to discover and fall in love with these characters and their love stories." Gabaldon served as a consulting producer. While a majority of the cast is new, one of the most important characters that made the original series so authentic makes a comeback, that of the various real-life locations that served as filming locations for some of the settings of the novels. Let's dive into the locations that helped build the spin-off. When the series trailer dropped, a major surprise twist was revealed that sparked buzz among fans. Instead of two parallel love stories unfolding in separate centuries, both will now intersect in the past. In a dramatic twist, Julia is shown stepping through the same ancient standing stones that once altered Claire's life, setting her on a path to meet Jamie's future parents. This revelation hints at a deeper connection across time, weaving the characters' journeys even more tightly into the fabric of the 18th century. For viewers who had picked up on the abundance of promotional images featuring the 18th century Scottish characters and the noticeable lack of scenes with Julia and Henry in 20th century England, the time travel twist quickly fell into place. In hindsight, the clues were there, but the series did an impressive job of keeping major plot details under wraps. Much like the original Outlander, it's now clear that time travel plays a pivotal role in Blood of My Blood, weaving together the timelines in a way that's central to the unfolding story. Filming for the main show had previously taken place in Scotland for many seasons, especially in Glasgow. Previous landmarks featured in Outlander and set to return for the spin-off include the Glasgow Cathedral, Glasgow University, Calderglen Country Park, Kelvingrove Park, and St. Andrews in the square in the east end of the city. Outlander, Blood of My Blood, was primarily filmed in Scotland, since Brian and Ellen fall in love in 18th century Scotland. Production utilized various Scottish cities and towns like Glasgow, the capital, Edinburgh, Perthshire, and Luss. Principal photography for the show started in January 2024, but had to stop almost immediately due to poor weather in the country. Production resumed the following month and continued for 5 months before everything wrapped in July 2024. In Edinburgh, the show used Midhope Castle as a filming location. It's a 16th century tower within the Hopetoun estate in the hamlet of Abercorn. The building was previously used as Jamie Fraser's home in Scotland and was seen in the original Outlander series. Apart from Edinburgh and Glasgow, which we'll talk about shortly, production also used quieter areas like Luss, which is covered with stone cottages, greenery, and water views, which offered the team the perfect old-world charm. The production also used the famous Doune Castle, a 14th century castle in the village of the same name. One of the most evocative filming locations making a return is Lallybroch, the ancestral seat of the Fraser family. Set against the striking Scottish landscape, this storied estate, filmed at the historic Midhope Castle, serves as both a physical and emotional anchor in Blood of My Blood. Its weathered stone walls, arched doorways, and imposing towers carry the weight of generations, reconnecting viewers with the deeply personal legacy of Jamie Fraser and his parents, Brian and Ellen Fraser. Steeped in memory and tradition, Lallybroch remains one of the most beloved and visually arresting locations in the Outlander series. In this new chapter, it becomes a central stage for simmering clan tensions, generational loyalty, and the stirrings of young romance. The picturesque village of Luss, nestled on the banks of Loch Lomond, offered an enchanting backdrop with its sweeping lochside views and beautifully preserved 18th century stone cottages. Its timeless charm made it a perfect stand-in for a historic Highland community, seamlessly aligning with the show's deep roots in Scottish heritage and romantic storytelling. During filming, the quiet streets were transformed into a vibrant scene from the past, complete with villagers in period costume, horse-drawn carts clattering over cobblestones, and meticulous set designs that brought the era vividly to life. Both residents and curious visitors found themselves immersed in the magic of production, catching behind-the-scenes glimpses of actors in character and the carefully choreographed bustle of a major historical drama unfolding in their midst. It's no wonder Luss was selected as a filming location. This protected conservation village, nestled along the shores of Loch Lomond and facing the majestic silhouette of Ben Lomond, offers a breathtaking and historically rich setting. Its natural beauty and old-world character provide a visually compelling canvas for the emotionally charged storytelling promised in Blood of My Blood. As the prequel delves into the early lives of Claire and Jamie's parents, filming in such authentic, atmospheric surroundings deepens the show's commitment to historical realism and emotional resonance. For Starz to film its spin-off, the production team needed to secure filming permits from the city of Glasgow, as well as request various street closures in order to maintain the project's secrecy, as well as the time period in which the show takes place. Glasgow City Council approved various street closures in Scotland's most populated city. South Street from Balmoral Street westwards was closed down for almost a month, from January 7th to February 2nd in 2024. Park Street South was closed for production for 5 days from January 22nd to January 29th. Vehicles were not allowed on various streets, including Park Street, Park Terrace Lane, and Woodlands Terrace, for approximately 2 to 3 days. Since the series' story takes place in the 18th century, production needed to ensure that all signs of automobiles were completely removed from the set. Choosing the right filming location involves far more than just finding a beautiful backdrop. Production teams must balance creative vision with practical logistics, and cost is always a major factor. Ideal sites need to be close to essential infrastructure and flexible enough to be transformed to fit a specific period. This often means altering or concealing modern elements like satellite dishes, power lines, telegraph poles, and street signage. And when it comes to filming inside historic buildings, there's an added layer of complexity, with preservation rules, limited access, and the challenge of working around centuries-old architecture. Filming in historic properties comes with strict preservation protocols. Original furnishings, artwork, and decorative items must often be removed and safely stored to prevent damage, though in some cases, production teams may arrange to incorporate select pieces into the set. Any visible signs of modern life, like electrical outlets, switches, or lighting, must be concealed or temporarily taken out. Protecting the floors is also critical, as heavy equipment, particularly the camera tracks used for smooth movement, can cause significant wear or damage to fragile historic surfaces. Additionally, the intense heat from film lighting poses a risk to delicate wall coverings and centuries-old paint, requiring careful positioning and monitoring. For example, at Newhale's house, the Outlander crew reserved the property for 3 full months, despite only needing a single day of actual filming, an indication of just how much preparation and protection go into using such historically significant locations. Screen Scotland, formed in 1997, is an organization that helps drive development of all aspects of Scotland's film and TV industry through funding and strategic support. As part of the first season of Blood of My Blood, 22 trainees based in Scotland were chosen to take part in an intensive skills development program designed to open doors for emerging talent in the screen industry. The initiative, aimed at newcomers and early career professionals, offered hands-on training across various departments, including camera, costume, design, art, special effects, assistant directing, and production. Backed by the National Lottery through Screen Scotland and Screen Skills, in partnership with Sony Pictures Television, the program focuses on building practical, on-set experience and nurturing the next generation of creative professionals in Scotland's film and television sector. Selected from a competitive pool of over 1,200 applicants, some trainees entered with little to no prior industry experience. Since its launch, the Outlander training program has supported the development of 179 individuals over the course of 7 seasons of Outlander, and now this inaugural season of its prequel, Blood of My Blood. Thanks for joining us behind the scenes. We hope you enjoyed getting a closer look at how Outlander Blood of My Blood brought the world of the show to life with its locations and expanded upon the mythology of the franchise by filming in the same locations and adding many more. If you like this kind of content, let us know in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss what's coming next for Collider Behind the Scenes.